How's it going today, loyalists? My name is Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne and Jazz. Here we have Good Boys movie review.
We saw it last night.
Amazing,
and
funny.
Let me say, this movie is hilarious. Y'all gotta see it.
You have to see it. So there's these three kids, you know, Max, Thor, and Lucas, and basically, Max is like starting to become a popular kid and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he's getting interested in girls and stuff like that. And then,
the beginning scene of the movie, he was like on this like World of Warcraft website, and it was
awkward because like you know like they're in that stage of going to middle school, 6th grade,
right?
And that's when boys are going through puberty,
and girls are going through puberty.
Same, and he's getting interested in girls now, so he's playing World of Warcraft or something, and you can make your own character, right? And so he made like this like orc woman, and he could make, you know, they give you the options to make the boobs like bigger or whatever like that, and so he made it the biggest. And then he was setting up his room so that he could go ahead and do his business.
And then he tied up like
the charger for the computer to the door so that it could not open if somebody tried to come in, but he did it backwards so somebody could just open it up, which his dad did. And then he saw him like say like, okay, bye, like trying to get his dad away, like 'cause his dad was leaving. And his dad saw what he was doing. He was just like, oh.
Well, you're growing up.
You're growing up. I'm actually
urges.
Happy.
Right. But anyway, basically Max is like, has his crush, and he doesn't, you know, the cool kids invite him to a party,
but they don't
a kissing
like his
party.
Friends.
They don't like his friends. But he was like, if you bring, they're the Beanbag Boys. That's the name of this crew.
They're a trio.
Yeah, and so he's like, we do everything together. I gotta come. If I come, they gotta come. So like,
right.
All right.
And he wants to go because he wants to kiss his crush.
Yeah.
It's a kissing party, you know, and he wants to kiss his crush.
Yeah.
I forgot the crush's name, but
yeah, I forgot. Yeah. At the end, you just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
So basically, they're like trying to figure out how to kiss. And be cool. And so they look online and they look at a totally wrong thing. I don't want to talk about it here or spoil it for anybody. They look at a totally wrong thing. It's pretty funny.
It's like everything leads to something else happening.
Yeah.
Them trying to figure out how to kiss leads them to getting something from the dad they weren't supposed to get, and use that to spy on neighbors to do something else. Then they figured it out, and then now the kids have something that the neighbors want in exchange for the thing they got from their dad they weren't supposed to have in the first place. So it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot. It reminds me of like a kid version of like Hangover.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like a kid version of Hangover where like everything leads to something else happening. And I gotta say, like the funniest person was like the cop.
The cop? Oh my gosh.
The cop scene was so funny. I was dying.
So basically they went to like, Lucas got his arm, which like broke from running because it was like a whole little chase scene. But basically they're in there, the cop is just having a bad day, and then Lucas just tails the truth.
Lucas is
He's
such
like honest warrior, honesty warrior.
Too good.
And so basically he tells the cop, no, we got drugs, because they had like Molly or whatever. But
it wasn't even that. It was like they're supposed to be in school at the time.
He was like, we're skipping school.
He's like, oh no, the cop is there. And while like Max and Lucas are standing there with the cop, then Thor is back there stealing beer, trying to put it inside his pants. And then he's like, oh, we skipped school. And then the cop don't even feel like working. Okay, he just want to take like a quick coffee. So he's like, all right, don't do it again.
Right.
And then he's in there longer, and so they're like, oh, and we
have drugs.
Yeah,
he threw him the little quick.
No, it was like something else.
It was a children's prescribed bottle, but the Molly was inside of it, so don't do drugs. Anyway,
and the cop was
like, this is just children's vitamins. And then he came with the bottle in his pants. He was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
He said, what's in your pants? He said, oh, I have a bit.
He's like, don't steal it now. Don't steal the bit. Like, he's trying to give them chances. Like, all right, let the beer go. I'm trying to let you off.
And then they also trapped the officer with the dildo.
It's a lot. It's a lot that happened in this movie.
But pretty much, like, just to get to the end of it, it's a pretty fun movie.
Yeah.
Max ends up getting the kiss he wants, and they end up breaking apart, but still kind of together. Because
they all have different interests. Like when you grow up, it's kind of like a movie like showing that like you could still be friends with who you grew up with. You just have different like interests. And they think that their different interests are gonna like separate them like for life, which is not true. You can still talk to them and be friends with them even though you guys are going different paths, you know. So it's pretty cute. It's a funny R-rated, very R-rated. They don't have like sex scenes or nothing. They don't have nothing like that. But it's just like I was gonna say it's a lot of
like the step bro.
Yeah.
The stepmom. I'm sorry, stepmom.
Yeah, the stepmom.
Oh my god. Right,
we can't.
I don't want to spoil it for you guys.
We already said a little bit, but I don't want to say the whole thing.
Because it's pretty funny. I recommend it. I give it a 9 out of 10 for sure.
It was good.
It was very good. Anyway, comment below. Let us know what you think.
Don't forget to like,
subscribe, and share some more.